This is the new Hyundai Elantra N Line Sedan, or as we're going to come to know it as, the i30 N Line Sedan. Now sadly, as this is a pre-production car, we're unable to drive it on Australian roads, but that's not going to hold us back. What we're going to do in the meantime is jump in the cabin, have a bit of a sticky beak, see what's going on there, open the bonnet, see what's underneath there too, and give you guys a quick look at what's to come. The new i30 N Line Sedan is set to launch in Australia in the fourth quarter of 2020. Pricing and full specification are yet to be announced. However, we can confirm that the range will be offered with a 6-speed manual transmission for the die-hard enthusiast, as well as with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. First impressions of this car are that it actually looks the part. It debuts Hyundai's latest design language, which includes a lot of sharp creases and this big wide front end treatment, which makes it look certainly menacing on the road. One thing I like about this car is that I believe it's proudly Korean. Hyundai have often looked to Europe for design influence in other parts of the world too, be it America, but this is its own thing. It stands apart from the regular mainstream cars, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of these on the road soon. Underneath this very sporty exterior, we're promised an equally sporty drive. Now, I'm a big believer in local ride and handling. Australia has very, very unique conditions, and more often than not, car brands put stiff suspension, small tyres, and they just behave a little bit ill on our roads. So Hyundai have been the pioneers of local ride and handling, and this car has been subject to that. They've changed the suspension, bushes, steering calibration, all to suit our market. So if it drives anything like the i30 N Line, or the Veloster Turbo for that matter, we should be in for a bit of a treat. Under the bonnet of the new i30 N Line Sedan, we have a new version of their 1.6 litre turbocharged engine. It makes the same 150 kilowatt and 265 newton meters, but there's some new stuff going on here. It debuts Hyundai's Smart Stream technology, which incorporates constantly variable valve duration. Now, to strip it all back and go back to basics, what this technology does, it enables the engine's valves to move more freely and whenever they want, as opposed to being set by timing or set by valve lift. What that means to you is the same power as before, but greater levels of efficiency than ever before. I've got a sneaking suspicion, however, that this engine is going to deliver its power a little bit differently. However, we're going to have to reserve that judgment till later on in the year. Let's take a look at the cargo area of the i30 N Line Sedan. Nice to see that the boot release has been integrated into the tail light there. The boot comes in at a bit over 400 litres. It's also not as versatile with a slightly narrower aperture, but that's just the price that you pay for the great styling that this car has. If you want versatility, buy the hatch. If you want outright looks, go for the sedan. Now, we can't assess the final quality and finish of this cabin as this is a pre-production car and a lot of these plastics are not the final items, but what we can assess are some of the big ticket items. First things first is a digital instrument cluster up front. This is great to see Hyundai have gotten on board here. Graphics are sharp, it's clear to read, and I've had a bit of food around of it, it's customizable. Big thumbs up. Second thing is a widescreen infotainment system. Bit better than the usual 7-inch, looks the part. Another thing I like is this very driver-centric layout. You've got this big divider here, all the switch gear is easy to access and very presentable. Makes you feel very comfortable when behind the wheel. One thing we've come to love about small to medium sedans is their second row, and this car also delivers. Have a look at my knee room. I've got at least 20 centimeters there between the back seat. Also got great headroom too. If your second row is frequented by friends, family and children a lot, then consider this car because at first glance there's a lot more room here versus the i30 hatch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now make sure you subscribe to the CarAdvice YouTube channel to get the latest and greatest content straight to your inbox. So, the Hyundai i30 N Line Sedan looks to be the compelling choice. Option of a 6-speed manual is a good thing, a really stunning interior and a great exterior design too to back it up. However, we're going to have to reserve final judgment for this car until a later date when it comes through the CarAdvice garage for a bit of rigorous testing.